Hello, I'm Paul Fix III, reporting for the Car Coach, and here is the 2016 Beetle Dune made by Volkswagen. Now this is a very unique car, and if you're a fan of automotive, then you know that at some auto shows there have been concepts for off-road vehicles, and way back when there's been full off-road vehicle versions of the Beetle, and the Dune is a way to bring back a little bit of that while still making it roadworthy. Now let's take a closer look. The Beetle Dune has a couple of unique features on the front, including some of these air intakes and the bumper on the front, the bumper on the back, the cladding on the side, and this very cool rear spoiler. It makes it seem very sporty while still making it kind of like an off-road version of such a classic vehicle like the Beetle. And I have to say I really like it. I think it looks funky, unique. I think that it kind of exemplifies that adventurous nature that VW likes to advertise with their vehicles. So here we are on the inside, and I really like the setup in here. It's quite spacious, and it's got some really cool accenting marks, like this paint from the exterior, this sandstorm yellow metallic, carries from the exterior through the interior, and I think it's really good that the designers decided to implement something like that, because it actually blends the exterior and the interior of the car, something that you don't really see in a lot of vehicles, where it seems like once you step inside, you are, you know, in a different facet of the vehicle. Not so in this case. Now, some things that I really like. The Beetle Dune has cell phone integration with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Two things which I really like, and I think that the integration is very good because it makes the interface simple and easy to use while keeping your eyes on the road and not distracted by all the complications that come along with multimedia interfaces. A few more things would include the steering wheel, which is something that I'm very, very happy about. I think that there are only 3 companies that do steering wheels really right. Number 1 is Audi in their RS vehicles, which have big, meaty, easy to hold, easy to use steering wheels. Number 2 is Mazda, which has similar steering wheel to this, and VW. So this steering wheel is very thin, easy to hold, plus it has a flat-bottomed wheel, which is normally found in sport vehicles, but I think it's very welcome even in a regular daily cruiser, which is pretty much what the Dune is. It's like an everyday driver. It's very easy to drive, it's very soft even when going over potholes and bumps in the road, and it does have a raised suspension. That's part of the Dune package. That the suspension is supposed to be easier to drive when you're going off-road, which is not really what I would buy or even use this vehicle for. Now, if I was going to take the Dune off-road, I'll tell you exactly what I would do. I would buy a higher suspension, I would put big off-road wheels on it, and I'd probably switch out this automatic, which the sport shifting on it is great, but I'd switch it out for a manual. And then I would probably actually take it off-road, which I think that Beetle missed an opportunity for that, going into the Wrangler market and trying to get like a real off-road vehicle. I think that that would be advantageous for them to try to get into that market a little bit, because there's a big modding community for cars like the Beetle, and I'm sure that there are people who have done custom jobs out there to do exactly what I just described. However, the exterior styling and the interior styling on this, especially with the 2-tone seats, really brings out that style of the off-road vehicle. So in that case, VW has done it right. Now, all the controls in the car are very easy to use, very straightforward. I haven't driven too many Volkswagens, but I got into the Beetle Dune and I immediately knew what did what, because the symbols and the words were very self-explanatory, and the system is easy to use, which is number 1 when it comes to technology. You have to make sure that everybody can use it, and I didn't even have to second guess myself when I got in the car. I knew exactly what I was doing. Now, a couple things that I don't exactly like. It is very difficult to get your seatbelt on with one hand. You have to turn around and reach for it because the doors are so large, which is good for getting in the back, but the doors are so large that it actually sets the seatbelt mounting point back far enough that you really got to reach for it. Now, the second thing that I would switch out would be the automatic transmission for a manual transmission immediately. First reason being, I love manual transmissions, and the next car that we're test driving does have one, so watch out for that. But the sport shifting on this is pretty good, and it emulates a more natural driving experience, so that's good. And here we are in the back seat of the Beetle Dune. The sound system is really nice. The Fender acoustics, I think, were tuned very well for a car this size and shape. There's actually quite a bit of room back here, and if you put the seats down, you have an incredible amount of trunk space. So, to wrap up, yes, I would buy this car. Maybe not without some of the things that I mentioned, but it's a lot of fun and I really liked it. So I'm Paul Fix III, reporting for the Car Coach. Thank you for watching. Remember to follow us on social media. Like and subscribe if you liked the video. Remember to go to laurenfix.com to sign up for our free monthly newsletter. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.